तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा तेरी याद 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 तेरी याद
Yo, what is up, fellas? What is
What's
up? It
happening?
is the Hesi podcast, and we got a guest in the house again. You know, all bro Poe. What's good with you, man? Can't hear you.
What up?
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Got
How
my
you
other
guys doing?
guy, Russ, over there. Russ, what you up to, man? What you drinking on?
Just sorrow juice from the weekend. My tears. It's a can of my tears.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about that.
But no, honestly, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. I'm ready to talk some sports with the guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've been looking forward to this one, but not because your team lost,
I know.
but just because. Okay. Now I will tell you this, and you forgot, but you owe me some shots, man. You know what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, I don't even have a bottle with me, man.
We
I
can
had
do
to
it next week, but you owe me some shots.
I
Shotgun a Bud Light. That's a Bud Light right there, isn't it? Yeah, shotgun a Bud Light.
Bruh, you drinking some white man beer.
That's a good beer right there.
Bud Light?
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a nice base. It's a nice base.
I like Coors. I'll drink a Coors.
I'll drink a Coors.
Where are you? Where are you?
In the Rockies, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you might get killed if you have a Bud Light out there. I heard about that place. My homie went out there and asked for like I think he asked for like a Bud Light or something, and they were looked at him and like, you can have a Coors, and he was like, I get it, okay.
You mean Anheuser-Busch?
Yeah, so no, it's a good base beer. I drink a lot of different beers. I got a Modelo over here. I'll probably crack open and drink at some point. But I like Shiners. I like that.
Shiners
What's
great.
Up? Yeah, I like those beers that they have at those those little brewery places. I'm sorry if I'm sweating because it's cold as hell in Texas and it's hot as hell in here, but it's got to be. But no, they one of those little like brewery places. They have like the different flavors. Like I've had key lime beer. I've had like Snisberry beer. Like I like to drink.
Y'all got good beer in Texas, man. Y'all got good beer down there.
Yeah, we like
I've been to a few breweries down there. Now I would tell y'all something. I ordered me some Le Portier. That's Unc's cognac.
True serum.
What?
True serum. I call it true serum.
Yeah, it's Shannon Sharp's cognac, little whiskey.
It's that yak that made Cat attack.
it's that yak.
I'm actually on like I'll drink a tequila, but like the Bud Lights, like I can drink to like 7 and sip on it, and then I'm on a good level. And so like I like drinking those at games because game is so long that I don't want to just get hyped up, get faded, and then you're going. Like I'll drink 7 Bud Lights throughout the day at a game, and I'm chilling. Like I'll be good, and I no headache afterwards. It's kind of just like a build up, level out, and then you're good.
Yeah, the worst is going to a game and not remember it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. I've been high at a couple Bills games I've been to, and on edibles.
Somebody told me they had some mushrooms at a game last year, and I was at the somebody told me they was at on mushrooms. I'm like, how are you on mushrooms at a game? I would be tripping.
Oh man, y'all would fucking love me. Like y'all be like, put this man on CBS. Just make sure he takes some mushrooms before he watches the game.
I'm a backyard.
That's an experience. Like
no.
Yeah, that's an experience.
Russ, that's you. That's you. No matter what you on, like normal time.
Yeah,
that's just you. That's just you, man.
Yeah, it is. You're right, but it's exemplified, it's magnified. It was like that was the funniest game. I remember it was the Bills. It was the Bills versus the Texans when Nate Peterman got to come in. I think it was the Bills when Nate Peterman got to come in and just fuck everything up. Like he just fell apart. But I had just called it. But anyways, yeah, sports.
Nate Peterman, you had to bring that up. Nate Peterman's garbage.
I didn't mean to. He shouldn't get to. He
shouldn't get Nate Peterman. Like Nate Peterman, we had his time, and I'm not too mad about it. It is what it is. It kind of built to the Josh Allen. So,
Hey, you know what? Yeah, you know he was bad enough so that y'all can get him. What did Mike Tomlin say? I'm never gonna be bad enough to get a good quarterback.
That's facts.
No, he did. He said, "I ain't gonna get no players like you. I win games." Like shit, that's the truth. I mean,
trade one from me.
Hey, man.
Hey, so tonight on tonight's show, we're gonna talk about a lot of NFL stuff. Okay, Cowboys keeping McCarthy. Cowboys losing that game. CJ Stroud and his dominance on Saturday. We got a little NBA trade talk. DeJounte Murray, Trae Young these guys could be on the move. Pascal Siakam was traded today to the Pacers for 3 first-round picks.
Not to the Mavs.
So stalled, aren't you? 30.
Oh man,
I am. Oh, I choke somebody right now. But
dude,
you thought that was the missing link. Hell no.
He is. We just didn't get him.
No, he's somebody else's missing link now.
Oh man,
bruh.
He wanted that contract. We wasn't finna give it to him. Which I have my opinions about that because I mean, if as a Mavs fan, like our fan base is ridiculous, bro. Like we have a group of our fan base, and you know this, Sterling, like that. Like now they love Kyrie because he's averaging 34 through the past couple of games. You know what I'm saying? Without Luka, but you know what I'm saying when he was traded, we don't want him. So like during the whole trade thing, it was like we don't want Pascal Siakam. He wants a new contract. And my whole thing is like it's the NBA, bro. We can put him on our team and go win a championship. If he wants to leave, bye. Like we just need the talent to play as hard as he can, and he's gonna play as hard as he can because he wants a contract. You know what I'm saying? The same thing we did with Kyrie. Like we didn't do anything with it because our team is ass in the post, but like we were able to see that Kyrie and this Luka and Kyrie thing, it can't work. You know what I'm saying? So like I think it's
the thing with fans, right? That's the thing with any fans anywhere. Like you can. That's the reason there's this stigma around like NFL, NBA. MLB players getting away with things. It's like if you're out of place and you're playing well, it really don't matter if you're liked by public. Like it's really about how you play. And like Von Miller here, like nothing has come of what the allegations were since that happened. If he plays well in this Chiefs game, nobody's gonna give a shit what happened in his past. Everybody's gonna sit there, watch the game, and cheer for Von Miller and like I'm getting dead out. You know what I mean? And so like that's fans to gate. That's why I don't hop on any hatred bandwagons of people like Kyrie. Like people didn't like what he had to say when he was in Brooklyn. He was going through a tough time, whatever. Like if you get him on your team and he plays well, you're not going to give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. No. But can I ask you, was it not weird the phenomenon that people just decided to forget how good he was? Like people just as a collective decided to act like he was not Kyrie Irving.
Well, Kyrie was putting out some tape that like pre and post LeBron, it wasn't great.
And I know, but we knew like before he hurt his ankle. Yeah, but he showed it before he hurt his ankle. It was just like Brooklyn, like Philadelphia this year in the football season was like a slow car crash. It's like we saw it coming, everybody saw it, but you just couldn't stop it. And then at the end, it was burning rubble, and they all went different places.
It's about wins, right? Like you can put up whatever number, like James Harden. People think he's dog because he don't win. He don't wherever he go, he don't win in the playoffs. So like,
it's how he loses. Which I hope you join us throughout the NBA season, Poe, because you're gonna love. You're gonna love that shit because me and Jimmy. I think that, and I call him Jimmy. Jimmy, you're along with some other friends of mine, so I don't want to take full credit for that. But yeah, Jimmy, you nice, but we got some problems because like it's the way he loses. It's the way. Come on, man.
And on the flip side, though. Jimmy Butler, he don't do nothing throughout the season, but he come to the playoffs and he win, and people think he a top 10 player. And so like winning and getting further is gonna get your name into that situation of like, okay, boom. Like LeBron can have a bad if you get into the playoffs and LeBron, he's got all top 5 narratives really create who's the top 10 player in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, more than anything. The NBA is
NFL's like that contest. Too. They do it in the NFL. It's
for quarterbacks.
That's true. I think it's like the NBA is like a huge popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people that are put on pedestals in the NBA, and you literally have to wait for them to be knocked off because it's like, you're not as good as that guy. Like we still look at Luka and people still whisper. They don't like to yell about it, you know what I'm saying? But then Luka goes up against Devin Booker, and you got the famous pose where he's looking at him like, look who's out the playoffs, Superman. You know what I'm saying? So it's a big popularity contest. And Luke, I'm not saying Luke is not popular. I'm just saying, you know, when his team faces up against other teams, just look. Normally they pick the other team. So, but we're gonna see that change this year. Tim Hardaway doesn't have a shot he doesn't like.
No, man, he's on that Michael Porter Jr. life. Like any shot is green light and it's going.
It's
they
going
don't
up,
care.
and it may not go in. And if it touches hot hands, man. But you know,
sounds like a Dallas third round or second round exit to me.
You know what? You know,
they have no post presence.
Since we are talking, you know, a little bit of NBA right now, I'm gonna say this: the Dallas Mavericks have what it takes to get to the Western Conference Finals because they have two guys that in the playoffs when the game slows down and you need to be able to isolate. They have two guys that are probably top 5 in the league at doing so. But what you said, Sterling, is correct, and Poe, probably what you're watching on TV when you do watch the Mavs. Yes, it's correct. We are weak in the middle because our best post player is a rookie. Maxi Cleave was beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like we call him Hoppity Hooper around my way. His name is Dwight Powell. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I also don't know how he's on the roster because nobody wanted him. Like he is the worst backup center in the history of the NBA's of all times of ever.
Dwight Powell is trash.
Well, they don't pick up in Dallas. They like your last backup center was Christian Wood, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And
Give me him.
Yeah, no. He can stay over here in LA.
But no, that's how bad he is, though, Paul. Does Christian Wood hurt? Nice. But does Christian Wood hurt his own players?
No, not in LA.
Hippity Hopper does. He's the reason why Kyrie was out for like a month because he fell on him, and then he looked around like, "What was that? It was you."
Well, he's a big man. Get out of my way.
But anyway,
he's a big man. Get out of my way, bro. What are you doing?
He don't play like it. He don't play like it.
Man,
it's frustrating. So
I bet you go to LA and LeBron turn him into an all-star center.
No, all on LeBron's.
Timothy Mozgov. And who's the dude that's on LA that got big bucks? The Clippers right now. Their center, the big white dude, Zubac. He took them and turned them into some 12 and 12 players, bro. What do you mean?
But that's not 40-year-old LeBron. So I'm actually gonna say what you're saying. If LeBron wasn't 39, 40, is correct.
He's doing the same thing now. Doing the same thing now. Christian Wood
he's trying.
Like he a bucket when he get in the game. Christian Wood out here looking like
Christian Wood always had an offensive game. The problem is what they needed.
Nothing.
He sit behind Anthony Davis. When he get in the game, that boy's a bucket.
All right,
a bucket.
A bucket, bro. Christian Would be knocking down everything.
You own something, dog.
No. Reaching a little bit. Are you a Laker fan?
I'm a LeBron fan.
Okay, that's why he. I
respect it.
No,
but I respect it. LeBron is. We're gonna have to cover that in the summer. Like
it's all right.
Christian Wood's averaging 7 points a game.
It can be argued.
But when he get in the game, when Anthony Davis not in, look at what he getting. When Anthony Davis don't play, look at what.
But needless to say, we're not gonna down any heels for Christian Wood or
I ain't on that level
or Dwight Powell. I'm just saying the Mavericks, they are a really good team, but they just really need a hustle. I wish we could get Drummond so bad. But that's not happening. They got to rebound and hustle in the post. I don't know if they're going to get him or not. I think they're trying to, but I really want to Pascal. But on to the next. I guess you want to start it up. Like he got traded to the Indiana Pacers, which my first tweet after that, I don't know if y'all saw, was fuck. I didn't even put anything. It was just fuck. I was like, damn.
What's the rumors on DeJounte you guys are talking about?
Yeah, DeJounte Murray. He's been tossed on trade talks. Could be going to the Lakers. Could be going back to the Spurs. Trae Young is also on the trade block as well. So his name's been thrown around a lot. The Lakers are a destination for him as well, among other teams. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, the Trae Young thing. That's one of those. Man, when it happens, it happens. Now, DeJounte Murray to LA. That's actually. I'm imagining that Russell's out. D'Angelo is going to be,
of course,
the piece.
He
right? Okay, yeah, okay. I like that because I really look at that team, and when you watch the Lakers play, you really look at the point guard position. Just say, if you could just like make a couple shots, play some defense, y'all would win a lot of games because like you
Yeah.
funneling your defense into Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is most comfortable when he's not relied upon on offense, when he can just play defense and get buckets around that. And he does a very well job of that. And so they have him in his comfort zone right now. But I really think a guy like DeJounte Murray is going to dig in and play some defense because that is one of the things he is good at, if I'm not mistaken. Unless he just lost his talent. Unless he just lost his talent, you know what I'm saying, when he went to Atlanta. I know that didn't work.
DeJounte is what they thought Cam Reddish was going to be. And so, like, when you get a guy like DeJounte, you probably lose D'Lo, Rui, which is fine.
That's
and then
fine.
Maybe some picks. But, like, if they have any. But, like, you bring in DeJounte to run that big three, and then you can put Austin Reeves back in the role of, like, he come in a fourth and close the game if you need to. Like, he's got that type of ice.
Yeah.
He's just throughout a game, he gets beat up on and they pick on him on defense so that he's tired by the fourth. So if you bring in DeJounte Murray, who can play defense throughout a game, get you buckets in the third and the second when LeBron and AD are kind of on their defense and figuring out the game, whatnot. Like LeBron kind of, I don't want to say takes off in the second and third, but he kind of like slows down and saves his energy for the fourth. And if you bring in DeJounte Murray to kind of run the show in the second and third, that would be a really good pickup. I'm not big on the Trae Young one, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think Trae Young would be solid for the Lakers too. You don't get much from him defensively, but offensively, like a guy that can space the floor. And I mean, Trae Young can ball. I don't know why people think Trae Young is like this, just whatever. Like that dude can hoop, man. I like Trae Young. I like DeJounte Murray. I wish that backcourt would have worked out in Atlanta. I don't know what Atlanta's thinking. Like, the coaches that they get, they're disgruntled, and it just
the NBA is a crazy place, man.
It is, man. It is. But I want to ask you guys this. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say.
Go ahead.
I was just say the NBA, and y'all might agree with all the sports that we watch, and I watch all of them. Sports plug. The NBA is the one that you just see the most like dumb shit. Like you're just like, what the. like why would you even do y'all just trying shit because you gotta lose to get that one player, I guess. But like I don't know, unless y'all can name me like another, like when y'all look at Detroit right now, like I like that's just like there is not a worse team in any sport right now. The Detroit Pistons are the worst team in any sport right now. They got a good player in Cade Cunningham, but like the NBA is where the lowest is the low.
They had a bunch of top draft picks, and like people. The problem is you draft for talent, and you're not drafting to build a team, and that's the difference between the Warriors and how they built their team, and the most teams. Like if you're not drafting to build a team, then what are you? You're drafting for talent. There's not enough ball to go around with the amount of talent that you're drafting. Like you got to have players that do, and the most in the NBA, you have to have players that do roles, that role players. Like that's the biggest part of a championship team, in my opinion, and people don't draft that way anymore.
Well, there's some teams that do, because the Nuggets draft that way.
They do,
but
that's also why. Go ahead.
No, that's why they won a title. Was their depth.
Yes, that team is a machine.
Yeah, they definitely were a machine. And speaking of that, Bruce Brown, who was with the Nuggets last year, who got the bag in with the Pacers, they shipped his butt off to Toronto now. So Pascal Siakam, I mean, real quick, I know we kind of talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the show, but like, what do you guys think about that Pascal Siakam trade? Who won that trade? Was it the Raptors or did the Pacers win that game trade?
I didn't see the whole trade. Was it just Bruce Brown for Pascal?
So it was Bruce Brown and 3 first-round picks being sent over to
Toronto. Won that pick.
Toronto, and then
you think so?
Yeah, you get 3 first-round picks for Pascal Siakam, who's really not going to take your team to any type of.
It's not about what Pascal's going to do. It's about what Tyrese Halliburton's going to do with a guy that can create his own shot, and they're also going to probably more than likely not have to play him at center or power forward. So he's going to, because you have Miles Turner out there, so he's going to get to play a lot of 3. And if you let him play a lot of 3, Pascal Siakam is a very dangerous player when he's playing in that position because he can create his own shot, even though his game is hockey. He knows how to get his own shot, and he knows how to move around the floor and the court to help point guards, a la like he did Fred VanVleet and them when they went to the championship. And he knows how to play off players that are the offensive focal point. So like that's why I wanted him Dallas so bad, because he's the perfect player to have on your team when you already have someone that's ball dominant and going to be doing most of the quote unquote work. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy, and well, real quick, and I'll let you go. And he adds the most important thing I think in basketball that's missing from some teams, and that's spacing. He makes any team he plays on, he can correct spacing because he can play inside and outside, no matter what offense you run. And like I said, he was playing center, so he can play 1 through 5 literally. And so he's just a very versatile tool.
Let me ask you: does Pascal make Indianapolis or Indiana a championship team?
No, but they make them like no. But they do make them. But
three first rounds would have been worth it for the Dallas to give up. It's not worth. You lost the trade. You gave up your entire future for a team that's not going to win a championship. That is a loss. And like you get it to, you know what I mean?
What
like, in my opinion.
Okay, let me ask you this. So what happens if you're right? Let's say they're not going to win a championship, right? But let's say that they are a very successful team because of this trade, because they're supposed to sign him. So and you know how the NBA is. Once you're out of the 7th pick or something like that, like you're basically going to be drafting role. You're going to be drafting role players unless you get lucky. You know what I'm saying? And so, with that being said, if I'm giving up 3 first-round picks, and I'm imagining that, by the time y'all get to use these picks, my team, even though we don't win a championship, we should be giving you bum picks. You know what I'm saying? You won't be picking lottery picks. So, and even in the lottery, like I said, I believe it's 7. Like after the 7th pick, like it's very shaky. It's very shaky.
Depending on if you're drafting for talent or if you're drafting to build a team. And Toronto has done extremely well at drafting for a cohesion unit. Their team should have never won the championship. They brought in one dude that right now is like he's maybe edge top 7, top 8, and he helped them get over the edge of the championship. The rest were draft picks, and so those 3 first-round draft picks for the future are going to be cheap. They're not going to cost you anything, and you get to build your team the way you want your team to look. And now, if Indiana doesn't win a championship in this first year, they make a couple changes. They're bad next year because the team they did too much and they're bad next year. Now those first round tricks start getting up there, and as you start losing, you start doing more to try to turn it around really fast. It's like a panic thing. If you don't win, it's championship or bust. And so, if you're giving up 3 first rounders, you better be in sights of a championship, or else that's a loss, in my opinion.
I think.
The NBA trades are so lopsided now. It's really hard to gauge value because you had guys like Rudy Gobert going for 6 first-round draft picks. Like that's crazy.
Crazy.
The NBA is here's what I'll tell you about this trade. In my opinion, both these teams draft and develop pretty well. How many people really know who Tyrese Halliburton was? Benedict Mathurin. A lot of people didn't know who these guys were, and they've done a really good job of drafting and developing talent. So I think it's a win for both squads. I mean, you get Pascal Siakam to the Pacers. I think this is a move that says we want to keep Tyrese Halliburton for the future. This is what this move is. We know that we've been a shit team for years. We want to give you somebody that you can build with, just to say, hey, thank you. We want to keep you. We'll pay you whatever you want. Because the Pacers have to do that because they have no leverage. Players come there to leave.
And they were put on blast by Paul George because the last time they had the opportunity to get a good player to match up with the superstar talent that they had, they said they didn't want to spend the money. So I think also they knew, just from the knowledge that people have of the organization, and the word is that team don't really want to win. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, guys go there to show their talent and then they go somewhere else to win. So I think at a certain point, the organization is like, we're going to try to build. Now, I do agree with you, Paul, with your stance is they're not my favorite to can they beat the Celtics? On paper, we don't know, but we don't know. But I'm gonna say right now, no. But the way they beat
playoff Jimmy.
But the way they be whooping Milwaukee's ass, they do have a chance, bro. The team is good at if you can beat the Greek, you could put some work on somebody, because that team, Milwaukee, comes to play when it's time to play. But I just think that it's one of those things that you just got to see how it pans out. You know what I'm saying? We will not call him PG3 the GOAT. I'm sorry. I saw the comment. Go stop that shit. We talked about it.
This trade reminded me. I was a Blazers fan for an extremely long time when I lived in Oregon. Mm-hmm. This trade reminds me of something the Blazers would do, and they would make it to the first round, second round, get booted. Now you're in this limbo area of always making it to the first, second round, getting booted, and you just gave your entire future to a team that's going to use it. And now the Blazers don't develop as well, so like even that trade would have been better because if you don't develop as well, what's the point of picks? So
right.
that trade wouldn't hurt as bad. But now you're trading 3 first rounds to a team that knows how to develop players. Those players are going to look extremely good in Toronto. And now you're looking back on it like, damn, we haven't won a championship. We haven't even made it to the semis. And we just gave them this name. And those names will maybe not have been known. As like you said, after the front 7, they're not – it's all development players. So, like, they may not have been known, but just like Tyrese Halliburton, if you go to Toronto and those names, those first-round picks end up being good players, you're going to look back at it and say you lost that draft pick if you don't win a championship, in my opinion. So, like, that when you look back on it, it's extreme. Without a championship, when you look back on it, it'll be extremely hard to look back on it and say you thought you won that trade.
Sure.
So you did say semi. So I'll ask both of y'all this. So is it not a success? Because I do try to be fair in grading teams, and so I was like, I understand the ultimate goal is to win a championship, but is it not a success if Indiana ends up in the Final Four? And that's not a far stretch.
One time, no.
Okay, I was hey, what's happening? Paperback Paul, we all know what it is. Shout out to Boogie, man. You know what I'm saying? Harden is fat. Derek Carr is a fraud, and the Carter 2 is better. Thank you. The Carter 2 is better than the Carter 1. I try to tell these niggas all the time. Thank you, Boogie. The resident DJ has spoken. So anybody out there, shotgun. The Carter 2 is better than the Carter 1. But nah, y'all know it's a music riot's about to start if I say that too many times. But no, But no, where were we? Because Boogie came in and dropped the damn ball. No,
if you're a perennial Final Four team, then that was just you can look back and say this was successful. Okay, but if you make it one time this year to the Final Four, even like, and it looks rough for them to get there already. But if you do make it to the Final Four one time, yeah, you have Milwaukee, you have the Heat who always come on late, you have the Celtics who's probably going to bounce you like that. Like that's 3 teams right there.
In Philly.
So you win your first game in Philly.
But, okay, so they're top 5, right? We can say, are we disrespecting somebody?
No,
I just want to make sure.
I think that's fair. No, I think that's
they're better than the Knicks. I think they're better than the Knicks,
right?
But they're going to get that 5 spot. Like 5 or 4, and you're going to end up having to play one of those 4 teams.
So here's my point though. So like all these teams in the East aren't exactly just juggernauts that we believe can't lose. We've seen Joel Embiid's teams lose in the past.
They can't do it. I said it's
rough. I feel you, but I'm saying just for their sake, what their mental is probably thinking is, we've beaten Milwaukee all these times without another guy that can help us out like this. We add him, we got a shot. Now you're correct. If they look back like 4 years from now and they only made the Eastern Conference second round and they bummed out the rest of the time.
You're talking about regular season. The Indiana Pacers have won against these teams in the regular season, right?
And so but they haven't. But that's all we can go off of. I know.
LeBron was 0-4 against Toronto, and then Toronto became LeBronto, and it's like
everywhere was LeBronto. But the one caveat to this is though you do have the opportunity. So some players to me, when they get into these moments in the playoffs and you actually get to see them, they heighten their level of play. And Tyrese Halliburton seems like that type of player. So I do think he's going to be one of those guys that when we get into the playoffs, you're going to look and say, damn, like they just can't stop him. I think he's going to have that type of effect. And him having that type of effect and then also having a guy that knows the ropes. Like you're talking, Pascal don't say much, but he know much. You know what I'm saying? So like, he was a very important piece. We know the injury happened, but he had games and he had a very important piece in that Toronto team when they won. And he showed that like he plays a very fundamental.
What did you say about Tyrese Halliburton? You said that when he gets in the playoffs, but like
no, I think that when he gets there, you'll see him ascend. I think he's one of those players that will. Like, do you remember? You're old enough to remember when D Wade first stepped on the court in the playoffs, right? And they didn't think he could do anything against the Hornets. People were like, nah, B Diddy got this. And then we noticed in that time, we're like, holy shit, this guy who has been, trying to do his thing during the season, he really him. And I think that Tyrese Halliburton in the regular season tournament showed that you want to turn up the heat in the kitchen, I'm a cook. And I think in the playoffs, he will too.
That last game for me, when the Lakers played that game as if it was a playoff game, and the coverages that Tyrese saw in that game, if you go back and watch it, that's exactly what he's going to see in the playoffs, and he's not going to be able to do that. They're going to come off of any screen that he has, double, they're going to pressure him on top of him and have.
Can I ask you something? What if Pascal's up there running screens with him? Pascal adds a whole other element. No, but I'm saying
you send another guy and you let these other guys on the team score.
Yeah, but if you're trying to blitz him on a screen or you're trying to have a guy shadow him, you're gonna leave that opening, and the guy that we're talking about finds those openings. It's not a guess. If you mess up, Pascal is slipping to the rim. Like he's getting there. He's gonna and Tyrese is a guy that can make the pass. That's what I'm saying. He is the best piece for like any team that already has a guy that's ball dominant because he moves without the ball. Damn you, Dallas! He moves without the ball magically. Like he is so much better than he gets credit for as just like he's a Swiss Army knife. Damn you,
so
Dallas.
I think there's an element that we are not talking about, and it's Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin is your screen guy. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know. He's at Obi Toppin. He's
true.
Guy.
I'm not who. True. My bad. True.
Yeah,
true.
He's
True.
a guy that can set a screen and roll, and he's athletic enough to be. He attacks the rim. So there's a couple things here. Like I'm a fan of the trade, but you got Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield can shoot the rock, dude. I'm telling you, man. Like I'm not saying the Pacers are going to be this amazing team, but for where they are in their development as a franchise and these young players, I think it's a really good move for them. Now there is an element to the development part where you're giving away 3 first-round picks. But for them, how many first-round picks have they had in the last 10, 15 years? You know what I'm saying? Like the fans want to see something different. They want to see you try. You don't want to see you try. So will this take them to the finals? Absolutely not. But will this put them back on the basketball map for a minute? Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
I'm looking at it more of like a business standpoint, not a fan standpoint. The business side of it, you lost, in my opinion.
Sure.
The fan standpoint, you might get more butts in the seats for a year or 2 years, depending on how long you're able to keep up this like top 4, top 6, or top 8, top 4 placings. But like the second that this team, because it's going to happen, it happens. You're not able to get free agents there.
Mm-hmm.
So the second that this team becomes what we think it's going to be at some point, which is a declining team, the fan base goes back to where it was, and now you lost your future. So I get it for the time being, and it's going to put some butts in the seats while they're excited. But if you don't make it to the finals, if you don't make it to the semifinals perennially, you, in my opinion, from a business standpoint, you lost that.
You're right. But I think that's the whole thing about the trade is that you're correct about that, what they have to do. I just think that me and Sterling come from the standpoint that we like the move because at least you're trying. You know what I'm saying? At least you're making the move, and it's a decent move. I think what you're betting on is you're betting on your future. You're just like, yo, I think that this guy Halliburton, with a lot of help, is going to be able to help this team win a championship.
Guess what, though?
What's up? We got some viewers that are having trouble getting in.
Hey.
I'm trying to get them in.
Okay, so the Raptors, man, like they got a little squad now.
They do.
You got Scotty Barnes, Emmanuel Quickley's looking pretty good. RJ Barrett's balling out of his mind. You got a young lottery picking Grady Dick, right? And then you got Bruce Brown, who is a DN3 guy, who's won a championship, who knows how to do that. You got athletic big man and Chris Boucher, right?
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who won the trade, Dolphins or Chiefs?
Dolphins or Chiefs? I don't know. It's a push, man.
I gotta go push. You talking about Tyreek, right? You talking about no.
If you're the Chiefs, why would you trade that?
But
you didn't need to do that
to build this defense that they have right now. Now they thought that their receivers that they drafted would have been better. Now, so like this is what I'm saying. Like as far as developmental, if the receivers that they draft in this draft and the next draft with the first rounds that they got from the Dolphins turn out to be a Tyreek, even less than, you don't really get a Tyreek level, but even less than Tyreek level player that is good match for that, and you're making it further in the playoffs. So at the end of the day, the Dolphins right now, if they don't make the playoffs next year, if they for whatever reason don't make the playoffs or don't win their division any time during this Tyreek, they for sure lost that trade.
Well,
Like,
yeah. And
You
you
know
got
what
to
I
look
mean?
at the salary cap
But
implications
I
for the
think
Dolphins too. Is pretty
yeah.
rough right now.
Yeah,
They're talking about getting rid of Waddle.
I mean, they're
Man,
gonna have
but
to.
I think also though with the Tyreek trade, like you tried to tell me, Sterling and Poe, I think you mentioned it too. It's like it's also on the fact that like Tua got to step it up a little bit too because Tyreek did his thing, man. Like he put the Dolphins in a place where they ain't been in years. You know what I'm saying? So I think as far as what that's concerning that, I think that he did. I think it's a win for the Dolphins, but because they wasn't shit. Y'all in the division, y'all know.
The problem is the salary cap, right? So if you just had the Tyreek trade and you didn't go get Jalen, I think they should have never went and got Jalen Ramsey
or Chubb.
And those two plays,
that one
in particular, make it so you can't go get a Saquon Barkley this year at the end of this year and now bulk up your running game. Now you have a game manager in Tua and a Tyreek Hill on the edge. But like that's what I'm saying as far as like you put all your chips into this championship bag, which is what Indiana's doing. So now they don't win this year. Now they go and try to pay somebody else an extensive amount and you lose your development side of it. Like, and developing is how you keep the salary cap below the minimum. And so I just, if they don't win a championship here or make it deep in the first couple of years, now you're going to start seeing the decline that we see in every team that makes
for sure. No, it's real.
Oh,
it depends on if they can get contributions from second round selections in the NBA. Their G League squad is going to have to play an important role in this, so they're going to have to get lucky. They got lucky on Mathurin and they got lucky on Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay,
those are home runs. Go ahead.
Okay, wait, I'm a nerd, but whoever the GM is, Benedict
Matthews. And Larry Bird.
Yeah,
he was the director of operations.
It was, but I'm not sure if it's still him. But the point I'm making is, y'all know I'm a nerd about this shit, and I do watch college basketball, and I would say I did watch. I'm a Big 12 guy. My teams are, I like Oklahoma and Kansas, so like, and I like Indiana as well. Shout out Mike Davis. But anyways, you could see that like, well, damn, fuck it.
See, you done forgot it. You done forgot it. All right.
I done. No, at Arizona, and at Iowa State, you can see that they had two good isolation players, and you could tell that these two guys were better than everybody else as far as one-on-one and as far as being able to get their own shots off. And then when you saw it translate to the NBA, it wasn't to me adding guys like Buddy Hield and team around them. It wasn't like a surprise. That's why I think this is gonna work, because to me, like, they built a great, like, young squad. It's that time. Like, there's a changing of the guard. And at some point, like, LeBron's going to be LeBron. He's debated as the GOAT. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't really measure up everything that happens against him. It can be argued. I will get to that conversation. Sure. But, like, this team is one that we should expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like we expect Scotty Barnes to ascend because Scotty Barnes is dope. Like, we should expect these guys to ascend above the old guys. What did we hear Ant-Man say the other night? Ooh, what's up, Kawhi? Old nigga versus young nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is Ant-Man doing? Young nigga balling. You know what I'm saying? Because so it's like, I think Tyrese Maxey at some point, and him too, Tyrese Halliburton, Tyrese Maxey. Like, at some point, Tyrese Maxey dropped like 50 the other night. Like, at some point, like, we look at the league and we say, oh, like, the juice is with the young cats. You know what I'm saying? Like, LeBron, you know what I'm saying? And we expect things from you. But Devin Booker, who else? Kawhi, Russell Westbrook, PG.
Oh, you're talking about the older cats. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying PG-13. Y'all better watch out, because Luka's coming. Like, he's coming. Ant-Man's coming. Tyrese Halliburton is coming. What?
Luka's old.
Luka's 24 years old.
He's the younger part of. Is he 24?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
How long he been in the league? Oh, he was 19.
Yeah, my ring. Yeah. That's how cold he is.
Well,
Luke is cold, dog. Luke
is nice, bro.
That guard though.
See, Paul, I'm sorry. And I wish I could have free framed your face when I said 24. You said he 24. The look on your face was damn.
But I don't see him playing that deep into his age. Like, I don't see him playing to like all these other guys. These Kevin Durant's, the Paul Georges, the Kawhi. Them boys are playing past like what you would expect these players to play. Like they're 35. Like
let me tell you why he can.
I think that's just like genetics and stuff.
Is not. He's not athletic. He's just smart,
Mm-hmm.
and he wins with spacing and angles and just being smart. He's gonna be
great. He's great. I just don't think he'll choose to play. He can. I'm just saying I don't think he'll choose to play. These are like Jokic. There's no shot he plays past a certain age that of like getting to older because those guys them boys over there, like they get their bread and they're like get on to next venture.
It's funny that you said Joker because Joker looked like he like I'm doing.
Yeah, he don't even want to play now. Like bro, he
looked like he just like you know what I'm saying. Like I damn Dollars. We gonna get into it.
Hey, real quick.
We gonna get to it.
Luka. Hey, Luka and Jokic, they're gonna play together. They're gonna be teammates. I'm just telling y'all right now. Whether it's in Dallas,
that'll be their last couple of years.
They're gonna be teammates.
They ain't gonna be in Dallas. That's for sure.
What if it's in some random ass place like Sacramento?
It'll be LeBron's new Vegas team.
Yeah, right.
It'll be LeBron's new Vegas team. He gonna
pay them both.
All them European boys to get them on one spot.
All right, let's jump to the NFL.
Let's do it.
It's time. We got we got about.
Oh, my bad. I was gonna say I know, but I had to say it because we do a thing for the gamers out there. NCAA football, EA Sports is gonna come out July 12th.
Yes, cannot wait for that. All bro Poe, he be tripping, dog.
You be on the sticks?
He says he do.
Well, hey, Poe, I'm letting you know that when this college drop, we're gonna have a massive season, like a money season, and we're gonna have everything set up. So I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna do this. It's gonna be cross-platform, but we're gonna need like there's gonna be every conference. So I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna shout out to my CPG guys. We're gonna get with them and we're gonna have like conference commissioners, and we're gonna make this shit work with all the teams. I'm telling y'all.
Only
Grand prize gonna be crazy.
If I get to be Michigan. That's all I care about.
We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Because
I ain't playing.
We gonna see. Hey, I may not get to be Oklahoma, bro.
NCAA is tough because like you can't pick a bad school or else you're automatically at a disadvantage unless you have creative players. Like it's weird. It's interesting.
Man, I know a couple guys that made that untrue. His name is Shotgun, and I don't like to talk about it because man, that's the best motherfucking NCAA 14 player ever.
Still in its packaging.
Oh shit! The Holy Grail.
No, he was not. But did you say player ever?
Bro, I know.
You never
I
played
know
with Nancy Thomas. I know you never played with Nancy Thomas.
No, I haven't, but I know. I could call a guy in Houston right now. Two of them. One's name is BJ and one's name is Shotgun. And I'm telling you right now,
the Mariota, the Anthony Thomas quarterback read option was impossible to stop in there.
Man, I'm letting you know like this. I watched the man jump. I watched the man go in there. I done beat a lot of ass in that game. I done seen a homie beat. This man picked like what was it, like SMU or something, and was like, I just don't want to do y'all dirty. And I've never seen it in my life.
Do that to me. I've never let nobody do that.
I'm just telling you. But hopefully, when this game drop, you know what I'm saying, we can get everybody because he'll be on the sticks too, so you'll be able to play him. So hopefully we get on it. I just wanted to bring that out because we here for the gamers too. So NCAA coming, we're gonna play that home. All right.
Hey, so the NFL is a fickle bitch. It was fantastic this weekend.
It was not. Don't lie.
It was
terrible football. Other than the Bills game, it was horrendous.
You didn't even let me finish. The reason why it was great is because you had guys like CJ Stroud and the Texans get a dub. You had Baker Mayfield handling business against the Baker. You had Jordan Love looking like a young Aaron Rodgers, slinging the ball around just like him and knocking out the Dallas Cowboys. You had the Buffalo Bills handling business, standing on business against them Pittsburgh Steelers. And then you had Patrick Mahomes handling the Miami Dolphins. So to me, I think it was a good weekend. So with that being said, let's start with the Dallas Cowboys, man. Let's start here because, Russ, I feel for you, dog. I feel for you, man, because
I know
y'all was supposed to win. Y'all should have won. And that didn't happen. I put money on that game for the Cowboys, and I lost my money. Yeah. So I'm a little mad about that. What's the pulse, man? What's the pulse? And not only that, and I'll say this, you guys bringing back McCarthy as of tonight. So What's the pulse in Dallas right now with the Cowboys?
It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. And now, God damn it, I'll give you every little bit of like what I get the people what they want. They wanted to rant, so I give them a little piece of the rant, and I'll try to get logical. But this shit's fucking terrible. If you're a Cowboys fan, just get the fuck off the bus. Like, do y'all remember Speed when they slowed down the bus and they was trying to get people to jump off the bus, and the bus still blew up and motherfuckers still died? People are dying while riding this train. Get the fuck off. This shit is not going to go right. It is always going to go left. We have figured this out. This has been something that has been going on for a long time. The only team I would give a pass is the team that Dez Bryant played for, because we found out that he made the catch, and that team wanted all the smoke with everybody. Not saying that they would have won a Super Bowl, but I do believe they would have played in it. But that's beside the point. We're going to get to these loser-ass motherfuckers that played last Sunday. Number one, I gotta go at a couple people in this, and I'm gonna try to do this in some sort of order, because I don't want anybody to feel that they have like less blame or more blame except for one person. And so I started out the game by telling my homie it's all 53. So shout out to fucking nobody, because all y'all bummed out and all y'all choked. The fact that CeeDee Lamb's eyes was this wide on the sidelines, and the coach had to come touch him on the shoulder and have a conversation after one pass. After one pass, you choked, and someone tried to tell me, I don't want to hear schematics. I don't want to hear the scheme. I don't want to hear the stats. I don't hear none of that. You guys went out there and choked, and the definition of choking is going out there and losing and not being any type of what you're supposed to be. And they just went out there and did that. Whoopee cushion, bummed out. And that goes for Dak. That goes for Pollard. That goes for everybody. That goes for Micah Parsons.
The whole defense.
We will get into you guys who can't stop a nosebleed, and the fact that the guy that's supposed to be up for all these jobs, Dan Quinn, thank you fucking very much, what was this? This game plan that you saw this and said, this is what we're going to do. Everybody in the motherfucking United States of a motherfucking America told you Aaron Jones is going to try to murder you. And what the fuck he do? Murdered us. And it's like, yo, everybody knew this was going to happen to you, and we told you. The whole world, Dallas Cowboy fans that had any type of freaking sense that wasn't in spec ed, that didn't have to take the test, that had both the motherfucking answers scribbled out so you can see two of them so you can still get the shit right, knew you have one fucking job. Stop the run, and if you stop the run, the blitz will take care of everything else. And what did we do? They said, hey, man,
dime
you go
defense.
Right. We went left, dime defense. And then Stephon Gilmore, my God. Brother, man, you played so good up until a point. I don't know what happened. His brain just melted. He forgot how to play any type of defense. Wilson, you're the same. The whole defense, except for I will say this: DeMarcus Lawrence, shout out to you, because you did say, tell Aaron Jones I will be in the backfield, and you were in the backfield to start the game until Deron Bland All Pro. How the fuck? The Dallas Cowboys are the only team that can have an all-pro that is that boom. Bro, I don't care. And I know players are going to be like, and there's pieces this post. Oh, this is going to go on. I'm not done yet. Oh, we're not finished. But there's going to be players that you don't know what it takes. I don't give a fuck about that. To the players, you are the most fucking supported team in the fucking United States of America. There is no other team that gets more gas pumped into their engine except for the Dallas Cowboys. And you motherfuckers do that. You have everybody in the fucking United States rooting for you, nigga. What are you doing? You bummed out. We have the most people that sit up. I drove past a blue and silver house today. I had a blue fucking shirt on. That shit ain't for nobody else. Why do you think we like these colors? Like, this is fucking to the players, to the owner, to everybody. And I want everybody that ever sees this and listen to this to know this. I am from fucking Texas. We like football more than anybody else in the motherfucking United States of America. And if you don't get that shit, nigga, leave. We have kids that play this shit on cement, sideline tackle. We live this shit on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We love the fuck out of this shit, and we don't care if you think we're crazy, because we are, nigga. And I'm gonna crack them pads. And the Cowboys didn't do it. And we are sick and fucking tired of it. There was 100,000 people in the motherfucking stadium for a high school championship. And I don't even go to North Shore. I don't even go to Duncanville. I didn't go to DeSoto. We love this shit. And you niggas went out there and bummed out like that? Hell no. And secondly, let me finish though. the most of the blame to go to everybody. You can hire Mike McCarthy back, but Jerry Jones, it's you. It's you. What do we always say? It's like a lady out there that just keeps going through relationships and they fail, and she say, all these niggas ain't shit. No, you ain't shit. Jerry Jones, it's you. It's your son. It's the little nigga that you got in the booth that plays quarterback for Arkansas, whatever the fuck he does. That whole family. Y'all are nothing but a cancer to your own team because you won't get the fuck out the way. If you would just sign a blank check to somebody like Louis Riddick or somebody else that could do the fucking job and knows football, shit would get done. But instead, year after year, you put them buffs on, you come out with them blue buffs on, and you have all these people cheering, Jerry, Jerry, Jerry. I'm not going to get into fans. We're dumb enough to keep buying the shit, buying jackets, buying jerseys, buying hats, buying season tickets, buying all this shit for some fucking losers. These niggas some bums. Don't give them no more money. Don't give them no more anything of your time. I told people 4 years ago, I ain't buying no more Cowboys gear. I ain't going to no more games. And I ain't like supporting none of this shit. I'll talk about them because I'm a fan. And I've kept up to that. That jacket I threw was a fucking gift. I'll keep it because it was a gift. And I think Cowboys fans need to follow suit. This shit is pitiful. It is not like anything else I've ever fucking seen. And then to see the next fucking day, a guy like Josh Allen go off and break a 52-yard run and dog shit all over the Steelers, and we have to sit there and watch this shit. What the fuck? Like we are sitting here watching Baker Mayfield. I'm an Oklahoma fan. We had to go watch Baker Mayfield go squat on the Philadelphia Eagles. Dak, what the fuck are you doing, son? What are you looking at? Like, this is crazy.
So, Poe,
the Cowboys.
Yeah,
you watched the game. You watched the Dallas game. What was your assessment of the game?
I'm not an overthinker and over. I just watch and see what happened, and really in all the games. That's why I said I didn't like other than the Chiefs, Dolphins, Pittsburgh, Bills. The rest of the defenses that I saw were very panicky. I don't know. I'm not sure why Dallas is panicky. You know, you have an offense that could end up putting up 38, even though they. It was just when I watched the games, it looked like things weren't working right out the bat, and you went into panic mode and started calling cover zero blitzes. And this was all the teams. This was the Browns, Cowboys. Who's the other team that got smoked?
Eagles.
Eagles. I didn't watch a lot of that game, but the teams that got smoked, like they got down early and they have zero resilience. The Dolphins actually played well defensively. They played how most defenses, when your offense is struggling, you keep everything in the show, you keep everything in the front, you bend and don't break, and you give up field goals. And at some point, you hope that your offense catches on. The Cowboys have an offense that can explode at any moment, and your defense is out there calling cover zero, getting fucking toasted. And so, like, I'm not sure why teams are, and the Browns too. They panicked on defense. Joe Flacco panicked when he got down 20, because their offense aren't high octane. Defense in the playoffs, the team that is the most comfortable, confident, and cautious and throughout the majority of a game is the team that is going to win that football game. And that's why I like the way the Bills are going, and the Steelers played that way too. They were confident in their defense to go out there. Now you're playing back in the game. Right. And so, like, your defense, your offense at some point, now their offense is never going to get you out of a hole. That Steelers offense is never going to get you out of a hole. But the defense played a championship caliber style defense. If you get down early, it's all right. You keep bending and not breaking. You give up field goals. You give up maybe a touchdown. Your offense kick it in a drive at some point. And that's what you have to do as a defense. And I didn't see that in any of the blowouts. That's how they got the blowouts. It's because you get down a lot, you start panicking, and it's impossible to come back as an offense if you're down 21.
Yeah, Dak did not help the situation at all. Even though, the stats will say 400 some odd yards passing. I mean, the two interceptions he threw, man, like the first one to Jair Alexander, 3.
It should have been 3. The one in the end zone that the dude dropped.
Yeah. The one to Jair Alexander, that was on Cooks.
Yeah.
It was a poor route. He should have fought for that. But that one that he threw straight to Savage, I mean, you cannot have that. You cannot have that.
But if the Cowboys offense has the Bills defense with all the injuries they have. If the Bills were playing defense,
that's the Super Bowl
with
team.
all they would win that game. They would have won that game because even with AJ Klein at linebacker, even with whoever the other linebacker, Dorian Williams, even with them and the defense that we have, the way that they call this defense, because you're going to give your offense a chance to get out of the hole. Now, the offense got out of the hole at some point.
Oh, yeah.
And the defense never allowed them to get back into the game. And that's what I'm saying. Like these defenses, the Chiefs defense, our defense, the Ravens defense, Houston not going to do that on any of them. Whatever they just did in their last game against the Browns, they're not going to do that on any of them because all their big plays were the Green Bay play action, hit over the top. What hit over the top are you going to do against our safeties? None. Zero.
I will say this about Houston, because I said this last week, and Stern, I swear I said I hope the Cowboys don't get stuck in this motherfucker. And I said the young teams that just play with their hair on fire and don't really know where they're supposed to be are very, very dangerous. And Houston and Green Bay are very, very dangerous because these guys
dangerous against undisciplined teams. They're only dangerous against disciplined football teams and defenses are not going to let you do what you just did.
I feel you, but I also will say that, and I do agree with you because, like, you're right, but that's what makes them so dangerous because you don't know what's. Now, I'm not talking about the Bills, but the Ravens got to come out there and show up because history shows us. Even though I'm a Lamar guy, y'all will remind me. History will show us that he can slip up in this game. Bye week, he about to play against the Houston team, and this Houston team is rabid, foaming at the mouth. And they play some ball because honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're all right. You are right about Joe Flacco, but Houston put Joe Flacco in that position because they was on that ass. So now I do agree with you. We're gonna see what happens when they play a highly upgraded version, but they're playing a team that also gave Lamar Jackson problems. So they're already kind of set up to kind of get in this NFC North kind of battle. So it's a dangerous game. I think it's a dangerous game for San Francisco. Sleep if you want to. Romeo Dobbs is going to be a top 10 receiver in the next
Houston game isn't dangerous if you play a show. If you come out and Mahomes talked about it, the two defenses he doesn't like playing against is the Baltimore defense and our defense because you're not going to get any big plays. Go ahead and chunk down the field if you want to. CJ hasn't played a defense or didn't play a defense in the playoffs that wasn't going to let you chunk. Their receivers were behind their DBs the whole fucking game, the entire game.
It was schematically beautiful the way they called that up. Here's the thing that I'll say about the Texans is that historically, first of all, a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback winning a playoff game it was very rare. For them to do it twice, I think it's going to be tough. It can be done. Things get broken, but it's going to be tough. I'll say this too. Mike McDonald is the defensive coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens, who faced a young CJ Stroud at the University of Michigan, Ohio State. They really did do a good job on CJ Stroud. So he already has some kind of idea of how CJ Stroud operates, right? Whereas I think a lot of the teams in the NFL are kind of learning about CJ Stroud. Well, you got a guy that knows a lot about CJ Stroud already. So I think that's going to help them. I'm not saying Baltimore can't lose the game, but what I'm saying is it's very hard for a young quarterback like that and a young head coach to beat a team on the road like that. Now, Russ, to your point, I do think that you got something going there where they have nothing to lose. So they should do it.
House money.
Empty the freaking sink on those boys. But at the end of the day, I don't know how it's going to turn out. That's one of the games I'm looking forward to.
If Baltimore come out and play a disciplined, relaxed defense, don't try to do too much, and Lamar could play like shit, they're going to win 23-17.
Poe is like the guy in the room that when the little kids say, "We have a chance," Poe gets up and goes, No, you fucking don't. I'm just going to let y'all know. The guys you're playing
Baltimore has to lose this game, in my opinion. By the way,
they would have to piss down their leg for sure. Lamar Jackson would have to look terrible. They would have to come out. They've been on like 3 weeks rest. They would have to look like a team that just like we're going to take it for granted and we're coming in and thinking they're going to just smoke them.
Here's what Houston has to do. Do not let Hamilton wreck your shit. Do not let Hamilton wreck your shit. If that safety starts going bonkers and gets that defense all crazy with Queen and all them, if you notice them games, if CJ gets involved with Hamilton, they're in fucking trouble. If they can get the ball out quick and they can run the ball, Houston has a chance. But of course, Sterling will tell you, Russell, don't be sacrilegious because we all know where you're siding on this one. Because y'all know who my favorite quarterback is of ever.
Baltimore gonna have to give it to him like this for them to win that game. That's like this.
I think Houston.
No, Houston can't. Houston not win that game unless Baltimore go like this. And it could happen. Baltimore could go like this.
The question is, can CJ Stroud take what the defense gives him with those receivers? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
And I don't have much confidence in their run game. Like Devin Singletary, and Damian Pierce. Like if he had a better run game, I was like, okay, they got a chance. But the fact that they don't have a dynamic run game, and the fact that CJ Stroud does live on the big play, I think in the playoffs is going to be a little different. Now the Browns are different just because it's Bill syndrome, where you had this top defense all year long, and you're going to come in here and get your ass whooped because the coach isn't ready for what teams are bringing to them. Like Leslie Frazier, in my opinion, kind of failed the Bills a little bit in some of his defensive calls. Sean McDermott is in there too. They've learned from their mistakes, and I think that's why you're going to see the. No, that's why the Bills are going to.
You got to put it on the screen. You got to put them on blast. So if it doesn't happen, we got to look at the comment. Houston has arrived. Houston has arrived. We got Texas wins.
No,
there you go, Poe.
That should say Ravens give Houston a 24-13 win. That's what that should say. Texas not winning anything. Ravens are going to have to give that.
24-13. That's crazy.
I just wanted to put them up there.
That's crazy.
Hey, shout out for rooting for the team though. But I will say this is in the AFC. I love these matchups because you have Houston going against the Goliath, and then you have you guys as Bills, which I think we're going to get into next, going into the Goliath. You know what I'm saying? Not the overall Kansas City Chiefs this season's Goliath, and then you got the Goliath. But
the winner of this game going to the bowl.
So I'm not going to give my analysis on
winner of this game going to the bowl.
I agree. Listen, let me tell you right now, I'm not going to give my analysis on this game. I'm going to let you guys do that. So as we, close the show, getting close, Bills, Chiefs. Okay, now I'll say this. I feel like this is a legacy game for Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. Okay, because you got to get over the hump. And that's all I'm going to say. So, Poe, we'll start with you. Bills, Chiefs, you're going to be there. Okay, you got family in the game. All right. What are your thoughts and feeling about the game? I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but how are you feeling today going in?
I mean, I feel great. I'm not really scared of any team in the AFC. Like, scared is not the right. Like, I respect the Chiefs. I respect Mahomes. I don't respect the Chiefs. I respect Mahomes. And I just don't. The game could go one of two ways. It could be a barn burner where at the end of the game, it's whoever has the ball last and can score, or the Bills can absolutely come out and have a 2-touchdown lead going into the fourth, defending a lead against the Chiefs. I don't see it any other way because just the way this team presents itself. Like, as far as like legacy games, I really don't. We were at 6-6 in the mud. Like, I'm not a legacy game guy. I don't think that a win or a loss hurts anybody's whatever. But you go into the game and you were supposed to be out of the playoffs by now. So like, we're really just playing free as could be.
I was just gonna let you know I'm laughing my ass off because Ghost in the comments keeps saying y'all gotta save us from the fucking swag surfing. No swag surfing, damn it. Man. I'm not even gonna play devil's advocate on this one with you, Poe, because the whole season, I've been riding with the Bills. Lamar's my guy. I want to see Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. I gotta see it, bro. Like, the two most dynamic quarterbacks in the fucking NFL playing against each other for all the marbles. I want to see that shit. I just can't trust these motherfuckers that can't catch. I can't trust the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, everybody keeps saying the same thing. Pat Mahomes. He ain't catching it. And they have not shown us that they are going to be able to catch the ball. And as we have found out through the duration of this season, the Bills defense is ferocious and is not going to just let you catch the ball. Y'all play really hard. So it's like, You expect me to say, like, just because they have 15 that they're going to go in there and they're going to be able to, like, throw the ball and magically Martis Valdez Scantling is going to disappear, not become hot hands from Little Giants and catch that. It's not. Rasheed Rice is I love Rasheed Rice, SMU. You know I love him. He was on my top 5 receivers. I think he's really dope. But as far as the draft is going, Poe, we can get that later. But I think he's dope, but I just don't think that y'all are gonna let Isaiah Pacheco go out there and run like he bite people and run all over y'all. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think that Ed Oliver, I think that Milano, I think that the guys on the edge.
Milano
I don't know all y'all.
Milano,
he's out.
Yeah.
Oh well,
yeah, he's been out all season.
Who's number 40?
Terrell Bernard. Terrell Bernard, 43.
42. Okay, yeah, 43. No, the dude that's wearing the ugly ass number. He be showing up. And I think
we don't know
he's
if he's playing.
Well,
ankle.
Well, Poe, you know more than the rest of us. I just said this.
Everybody else that was hurt though is probably going to play. From what I've heard, like everybody else out that was out is probably going to play. Terrell Bernard is the guy that is day to day that I don't think will play this week.
There's someone I'm forgetting. Who's the guy that y'all got that was like a 5th round pick, and he playing his ass off. He plays like safety linebacker. He's like number 40, like 7 or some shit. You're
talking about Terrell. You talking about Christian Benford. You're talking about Christian Benford.
That's it. That's him. He's
cornerback.
Yeah. Okay. He has. I don't know. He's number 43 or some shit.
47. He's 47. Bernard's 43.
That's a linebacker number. Change your number, guy. He's in the 20s, man.
He's day to day, but he should be all right. Rasul, I believe, is coming back. He wouldn't sit out, and that Rasul's huge because what Mahomes' mentality about how the Bills play is soft, and Jordan and Micah have put Rasul in a place where he could play with his eyes and play fast and kind of have a safety behind him.
Yeah.
So those little short out routes to get to 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 5, you're not gonna be able to do that on Rasul's side. So I do expect Rasul to have a solid game, and he should be back. And there's a chance, like in my opinion, there's a chance that this game, if the offense comes out the way I expect them to, could go ugly for the Chiefs, like really ugly.
So let's be clear: the Bills did jump to a 14-0 lead the last time they played the Chiefs. Now when the Bills' offense wasn't hitting on all cylinders. Go add?
Can I add one caveat? And y'all are completely right. The game could go side, but if Pat Mahomes wins this game, man, he the best motherfucker ever.
You know, I don't want to hear it.
I know y'all don't want to cross that line and think about it, but if he do win this game, there's no reason.
What do you mean? That's what he should do. He's not. This ain't no Chiefs underdog story.
I'm just saying that y'all. Come on, bro. Y'all better than them, bro.
The Bills are better than them.
The Bills and the Chiefs have been neck and neck all year, and now we're in the playoffs. It's 0. We're both 1-1 or 1-0, and so we're at home, which gives us the little bit of like we got a -2. I think is right now. We have a little bit of effect because we're at home. But if the Chiefs are at home, don't get it twisted. They would be the favorite.
No. I think home matters, but I'm just saying, like, I think that the majority of the people in the United States of America that have no rooting interest, like between the teams, believe that you guys are better, bro. Like, y'all are nice. Like, y'all just had y'all's issues at the beginning, but y'all are nice. So, but I think that's what you have to deal with. The Cowboys couldn't deal with that. So that's one thing that you have to deal with. Lamar has to be able to deal with that. You are nice. You got to do what you got to do now. So that's going to be interesting to see because 15's been able to do it.
This week.
What's up?
We got to keep our head down and go 1-0.
Oh, no. For sure.
He on that coach speak. He on that.
No. And I understand.
That's what I fully believe. I don't even like that coach. We call it coach speak. I fully believe in that, like that mentality. Like I am a part. I believe that every fan, like that's how fans should think. They would have a better life if they understood that like every game is a different entity. Every season is a different entity. No matter who you come up with, you're going to come back in with a different team next year. The Bills are going to come back in with a different team. If we win the Super Bowl, we're going to come back in with a different team next year, and you have to figure it out throughout the way. Like it's very hard to win multiple years in a row.
No, I feel that. I just like y'all, and I want to know. I know that we got to end it up, but y'all know for sure. I'm not fitting to end this show without talking about the one and only, Big Six coming out to Tampa Bay. I got to get my shit off my chest, Sterling. I got to get my shit off my chest about my nigga Baker, bro. I got to. I know that hey, if you don't like Baker, log off now. Chase, you need to stay. Because I'm not gonna say Baker operates best in the mud when everybody and nobody believes in him at the same time.
You gotta stop.
You did? Poe, nobody believed. They didn't believe.
The Eagles might have been the worst team in the NFL.
You're playing a broken Eagles team.
The Eagles lost to the Cardinals. They lost to the Giants.
Don't set Baker up like that.
You set him up for failure. He about to go into wherever you going next and get mollywopped.
Who they play next? Who they play next?
Any of them. The Lions. Good luck.
Dubs. Baker's winning.
Baker gonna score 7 points. Maybe.
Baker's winning. Baker's winning.
Stop. No, you set them up for failure, bro.
The Eagles might be the worst team in the NFL.
Okay, but I want to say this. In all seriousness, this I want to get off my chest about Baker. For those that just said he was sorry, when people like me were sitting back and saying, I did already have a rant today, so I'm not going to double down because I did go in on my niggas. But no, in the group chat. But no, I will say this. To the world, everybody was hating on Baker when we said he was hurt. This guy was the number one pick. He's not a bum. I'll ask y'all this question. Is this man a bum? Like, is he a bum?
I'll say this about Baker. And I trust Jordan's instincts on it. Jordan understands that Baker plays with zero fear. He goes out there and he throws he plays like how Josh plays. And he's matured throughout. So like he was unlikable at first, but like he's matured throughout. The problem is Baker doesn't have the skill set that Josh has. So like when you get into those situations and they're not just giving you what you want, like you might have trouble. He might have a 2-3 turnover game. Baker could. And like that is the difference between like he just doesn't have the skill, in my opinion, to be an elite quarterback. But he has the mentality. He goes out there with no fear. He goes totes the ball around, throws it all over the yard. Like some of those throws are going to get picked against good teams, though. That's the problem.
So, but here's my thing is that whenever grading Baker, the goalpost has moved from where it began, where he wasn't shit because he was losing. Not saying you said that or Sterling said that, but there's some people in the chat. Matt, you, okay. Chase Dollars, you, you know what I'm saying? Directly at you guys. Wrong, because he's able to take this team to the playoffs. And if he wasn't able to take this team to the playoffs, I give you the bum thing. But he also was the man. Guys, let's just go over this real quick, man. Hold on. Wait. J Poto, wait. Because I'm not calling him the GOAT. That's the thing. Whenever you give Baker credit, people automatically be like, hold up now. It's like, I ain't calling him GOAT. I'm saying that he's a playoff quarterback that can win you some games in the NFL, and he's very, very, very serviceable. And if you build a team around him, you can win some games. Now, how far you can go, we about to find out this year. So we about to
round of the playoffs.
No, but we gonna find out. But no, but I'm saying but we gonna find out. We gonna find out this year how far he can take a good team to the playoffs.
This game, the second round of playoffs.
They play the Lions.
It's over for them.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this because more than likely you will be right because the Lions are the better team, but that secondary is ass, and there's a guy named Mike Evans that's going to torch that ass. And I'm just gonna say that. And when you have a guy,
that's the only time. The only
he
chance.
might.
That's the only chance. Mike Evans
CD went for 250 in the week, and Puka Nuka almost nuked him last week. So you know what I'm saying?
The second receiver.
I'm saying though, they're going against a guy. They're going against Godwin. Godwin's a second receiver. Like there is, and that's a great point. But I'm just saying you can't call him a bum or say he's not a good quarterback when this guy wins games. And back to his beginnings, he was the guy that came to a team that didn't win a game. 0-16. You come off 0-16. He leads you to the playoffs, and in the playoffs, he beats Ben Roethlisberger and sends him to retirement.
But there's a lot of context you're missing, bro.
Hold up, wait.
Nick Chubb in the next 150 game.
Wait.
Go ahead, because there's a lot of context you're missing.
No. There's 53 people on the roster, and I will never say, like I said, I'm not putting him in GOAT status. I'm saying that this dude is not bad. Like people talk about him like he's bum stickety dumpster juice.
I don't think anybody.
I just think he's an average. He's an average quarterback.
He's a top.
I think he's above.
How though?
Guys, average? I think okay. So you mean to tell me above average quarterbacks don't win playoff games? What are we talking about?
There's a lot of above.
There's context, man.
An above average quarterback got to the Super Bowl, almost to the Super Bowl last year. But
but you called him average.
He is average. He's like top 15 perennial. He's like around 15, 13. Like that's perennial. He could go to any team. He'll be that.
Baker is as good as he's going to be. That's it.
I can't. Now, All right, when the hate builds up. And I already because Sterling knows because before Sterling was telling me Sterling's on the side of Chase and Matt. He was telling me in the phone, Baker ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna beat Trash Scout. And so it's like I understand why y'all. My God,
Bro,
they played an NFL team and he won. I hope if he win this weekend, I'm gonna be insufferable. If he win this weekend, I'm coming in all Baker Mayfield, Oklahoma gear.
Okay,
you got to show up.
Yeah. Let him win this weekend.
I'm very confident he's not gonna win this weekend. I'm extremely confident.
I'll give him credit. He played a good game.
Nick Foles, the go-to. I'm at Sterling. Put that on the screen.
What's that?
Nick Foles. Nick Foles, the GOAT in Philly. What's up?
No, he ain't.
He not?
No.
I would say
Nick
Baker
Foles
Mayfield
is not the GOAT in Philly?
No. Baker Mayfield is opportunistic. He was opportunistic this past weekend. You played a team from a morale standpoint is completely done. The Eagles are a shell of themselves. They've been exposed. They don't have good coaching in terms of Nick Sirianni and their assistant coaches or offensive defensive coordinator because they lost the juice. Baker feasted on that. As you should. We can't sit here and act like Todd Bowles is a good head coach. Todd Bowles sucks as a head coach. He's trash. I'm just telling you right now. Todd Bowles is trash.
Well, that ain't Baker.
Baker Mayfield is average. So let's see what happens against the Lions.
Perennial top 15.
Baker Mayfield is a B+
being nice. And that's being nice, bro.
This is crazy a little bit. Like, who else do you got in the B+ category? Like, I got
B+ for Baker?
Yeah. Yes. Healthy Baker is a B+ quarterback.
I got Jared Goff at a B+. Hell no, you're not comparing Jared Goff to Baker Mayfield. No, sir.
Jared Goff.
No, sir. No, sir.
Jared
Baker
Goff
Mayfield. If that's what you got a B+ is Jared Goff, then Baker's like a B- max.
It's still a B.
No, there's a large gap. There's a large gap, like max B-.
Yeah, 5 points. Yeah, 5 points. 84 to 80. Yeah, 5 points. It's 5 points. But I'm saying, okay, so we can agree though. He's no, he didn't. Let me lay out the landscape for you guys. This guy that's talking in the chat room right now, Matt, said he's a bum, like not worth shit. And I'm sitting there saying you can't say that because the dude won his division and been to the playoff and won a playoff game. C+, y'all on some shit. I'll give y'all B- at best. He ain't making no 70.
I got him around 18 to 20 range. That's Baker Mayfield.
He's a 15.
You can name 18 quarterbacks better than him.
Absolutely.
Do it.
Well, there would be like 7 debates.
I was gonna tell you do it.
There would be like 7
because I got him right now. I'm talking about right now this season.
Right now.
Don't go back in time. I'm talking about right now this season. How he's playing.
You ready?
You got 18.
You ready?
I got you.
Are you counting hurt people? Because there's about.
Hold on. Let me get this off. Let me get this off.
Healthy this year. It's healthy.
I'm gonna tell you.
He's top 10.
Let me tell you.
He's top 10.
It's gotta be, but it's only about how he's playing this year, bro.
Perennial top 15.
Let me tell you.
The Thunderdome.
Can I tell you? Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, Matt Stafford, Kirk Cousins, right? Those are Jordan Love is better. Tua Tagovailoa is better. Jared Goff is better.
You got 8 more. 7.
Jalen Hurts.
6.
Geno Smith, in my opinion, is better. CJ Stroud is better.
5.
Trevor Lawrence is better.
3.
I'll even throw.
Whoa!
Derek
This
Carr
year,
to me is
hold up, wait.
That's what I'm saying. 15. Joe Burrow.
Kyler Murray's better.
Joe Burrow's hurt. Joe Burrow's hurt. Russell Wilson didn't make the playoffs, and then we're gonna sit here. No, I'm my bad. I'm reading the comment that came in. Okay, and no, but Sterling, you said Geno. I'm saying this year, bro.
Yeah,
you can't put Geno above Baker this year.
If you go by who you're taking,
Baker's done.
I'm taking Geno over Baker's in the worst division in football. What do you mean?
Nigga, we can play quarterback and win that division.
Oh my god! Obviously, not
slinging that Brady.
Oh my god, y'all! All of y'all are the same. You're racist. No,
yeah, I got Baker around 18.
Baker's 15, 16. The Derek Carr name is not accurate.
Y'all lucky. and this to the audience, y'all lucky that this motherfucker Sterling feels exactly the way y'all do about Baker Mayfield.
Kyler Murray is not accurate. I have Baker above Kyler.
Shit, Randall Cunningham.
Who's that? Brett
Warren
Favre?
Moon.
Fuck Brett Favre. I'm sorry, I can't say fuck Brett Favre, but fuck Brett Favre. He stole from poor people in Mississippi.
All right, so
Allegedly.
look, he said
The coach from bitches. Say, Baker fucked up.
Hey,
All this is
too.
about to build up. Baker about to win this bitch. Let's go.
Too,
I might
dog.
put some money on
Win
that
what?
shit, bro. The game this weekend.
Oh, you gonna put some money on that?
They play the Lions.
Who you betting? Who you betting with?
They play the Lions, right?
Yeah. Who you betting with? Me? Poe? We got bet
Uh-huh.
going on?
I ain't gonna get
You
jumped.
sure about
I ain't
that?
gonna double up.
No. You
How many shots I owe you? How many shots I owe you?
you owe me 3.
3. Okay, so let's add FOMO. So that's 7, right?
Next week. 7
So
shots.
Next week, 7 shots. But if Baker wins, you have to take 7. That's double up.
Oh
on
hell
mine.
no! I'll die.
That's a bad bet. That's
I'll
4 to
take
7.
3.
All right,
You already owe
3.
me 3. How am I taking 7?
because y'all don't believe in Baker. And I'm a shrewd better. Yeah, I used
If
to shoot
anything,
dice,
it'd be like
nigga. I'm
4
down.
It'd be 4 to 6.
Yeah, I got that in me. All right, so okay,
4 to
so
6
okay. I'll
odds.
try to get you.
Okay, so
you got what? What odds?
4 to 6. So if you win, if Baker win, then he Sterling got to take 2, and if Baker don't win, you got to take 10.
No, hell no.
Yeah, I like that.
You already owe 4, right?
No, I owe 3.
Oh, so 9.
You
So 9.
might, hey, Paul, you my type of nigga though. You mix it up. He said he tried to give me 3 more. Hey, don't ever
4 to
catch me
9.
in the bar,
4 to
Paul. No. We gonna do it like this. If Baker win, you gotta take
Truth.
4. 5. You gotta take 5. You gotta give me 5. 5.
how am I on 5?
I'm gonna make you, but here's what I'm gonna do though, because you don't know I'm a booze bag. So if Baker lose, which he probably is, I'll give you the 7. And I'm gonna still drink my beer.
Oh,
And I'm gonna do it on show live.
I'll do 3. 4. I'll do 4.
You gotta give me 5.
No, nigga, hell no. How am I gonna do 5?
Yeah, because the odds are this motherfucker gonna lose, and I have faith in you, Baker. But the odds are he's gonna lose, right? So if he loses, I am not drinking gin, it's not happening. Don't listen to anything that Chase Dollar says. I'm not drinking gin ever again in life, especially not with lemonade. That's why Bombay got kicked out. Bombay was illegal for a while. I don't know if y'all know. But anyways, no, let's do it this way. Okay, I'll give you 4. You take 4, and then I'll take my 3, and I'll add 2 more, and I'll take 5.
No, nigga, you gotta do 4. You gotta do 7 total.
Okay, 7.
Yeah.
I'll
do
do
4 if Baker wins.
I'll do 7.
Yeah, you go do 7.
I'll do 7.
Let me know if I need to send you a bottle or something.
If you want, you can. Like, oh look, no. Hey, hold up. That's a good one though, because you know what we real dope, and I think before we close out, we do need to try and find a way to do this. We got to find a way that we can get the game streaming, and we can have people like watch it with us, bro. Because what Chase is saying is something that we do it. It's like a shot per quarter. Whoever's down. And that's the live way to do it. But 7 shots for me if Baker Mayfield lose. There you go, Chase, Matthew, you motherfuckers. I'm going to put myself up against it. But guess what? I know that you're watching, Dollars. If Baker wins, you owe me motherfucking 7, cuz.
Poe said his computer had a meltdown. So I told him.
Oh, damn. Okay, but Matt, you owe me 5. I know you slowing down a little bit. But Chase, you owe me 7. On cam, nigga.
Oh yeah,
he's
gonna do this on the show. He's gonna do this right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the show. And guess what? Dollars, you gotta give me your 7 on camera, and I'm going to put it on the show. So if you really wants to get down, Matthew, you too, and we can get it going I can
send the link out to all them fools. Get them in here.
No, Dollars, don't disappear, because I'm not. Because if Baker win, which he probably not, and I'm gonna be looking stupid, I'm gonna be in here.
Start drinking.
Are we gonna send you and Matt the link, and Ghost, we might send you the link too, just so you can leg sweep and talk shit to them niggas while they take their shots. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but I'll do 4. Oh,
yeah,
these niggas let me. I'm not. I owe you. Then I'm gonna do 3 and 3. Then I'm gonna do 6.
Okay, it's fine.
Then I'm gonna do 6.
Why? If you could do 6, you could do 7.
I'm gonna do 7. Y'all don't know me.
Man,
y'all don't know me.
You big dog. You big dog. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all don't know me like that, man.
You big dog.
Tell them, Ghost. Y'all don't know me like that, man.
You could probably do 12.
I could, but I'm not because I ain't got nothing else to do afterwards. I was just
I ain't trying to
in my
die.
house drunk. I'm not just sitting in my house drunk, doing nothing, throwing up,
Just fucking yelling.
yeah, just mad. But no. Oh, but look, okay, we got it. This is what the show is here for. Chase Dollars locked in for 4. And if whether or not Dollars, we're gonna send you the link. So next week, y'all can join in. We'll send you the link. Y'all can jump in the show and talk shit to me while I take my shots. And
hopefully
we'll make it a fun thing.
Hopefully my Club Shay Shay gonna be in. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if my Club Shay Shay's in here.
Oh yeah, you have to drink. You have to take a shot of that, whether a victory shot or something. You got to get at least 2 of those in.
If it comes in, they said it should be there by the end of the month. So maybe next week I'll get it, or the week after that. But
everybody watching, we almost forgot. Everybody watching tonight, make sure you like, subscribe. We're gonna be here every Wednesday talking sports like your boys talk sports. You know what I'm saying? So, and next Wednesday, I'm probably gonna be drunk as fuck. So tune in. Go back.
You are.
I believe it, baby.
So, Poe, are you in on the shot challenge, bro? Or are you just gonna watch Russ get drunk?
What's the shot challenge?
You got 3 if Baker win. You got 3.
You got 3.
I got 7 regardless. Another viewer said he got 4 on it. Another viewer said he got 4 and he gonna come on the show
all
and
on
take
Baker Mayfield. You got if Baker Mayfield
win.
I'll do 3. Baker definitely not gonna win them.
Yeah, they're not gonna win.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna line up to 7. It's gonna hurt, and I'm not gonna lie to you. After at least like 3, I'm gonna take a chaser, but I will take at least 3 before I chase one of the most.
That's fair. All right, so
but I'll do it.
We got that locked in. Next week is gonna be fun, man. Make sure you stay tuned to the Hesi Pod. This was great, fellas. I'm looking forward to the Bills beating the Chiefs. I'm looking forward to Baker Mayfield pissing down his motherfucking leg. And with that being said, oh, you are in trouble, my dude. This is the Hesi Podcast, and we out of here.
तेरी यादों का तेरी याद में निहा 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 तेरी